Welcome back to Survival Everybody, episode 13. On the previous episode, I left you guys, I was going to do some more landscaping. We just put up this awesome shed over here. It's got enough room for our implements. We're going to probably put some grain over here at the barley. And we'll use that. We'll have to buy a scoop for the skid steer here, but we could scoop it up and then feed our chickens. They got to get fed yet. They haven't been fed. We also bought those guys on the last episode. And I went ahead and put some of this like cobblestone rock down. I think it's kind of cool. It gives it a little extra visualization there. Old school kind of too. But it's coming along. Only thing is we couldn't put the combine in the shed. It's pretty big. Maybe that's something we'll figure out later if we get another shed up somewhere else or rearrange things. We'll see how it goes. But I think what we need to do is get our yard taken care of a little bit. I did say I wanted to wait until we had a new house. But it doesn't look that good with this straggly grass laying around. If we take a plow and then plant some grass like this, it'll look a little bit better. I don't plan really on mowing it, I guess. So we'll get the plow and do that. This has to be configured today because we're going to pick our barley. It is time to do that. But we'll also, like I said, let's go ahead and tackle the yard. It's a bit of a project to do this. But I want to get it done, have it look somewhat decent around here. The new house will probably be closer to the end of the series. Create fields we got to turn on to do this. And then we'll kind of just start making our yard here. Trying to figure out where it's going to end here. Like I said, it's got to look somewhat decent. We can always come back through and paint spots if we go too far and don't look right. So we'll take a little bit of time. It's only a small plow. But I think when it's done and we get it seeded, it's going to look pretty awesome. Or at least a little more tidier is what we're looking for. I wonder if I should just keep going instead of stopping and lifting for the sidewalk here. We could probably just keep plowing through. Otherwise we're going to probably be here for a while. There we go, everybody. We got her seeded. It took a little time, but it is seeded in the ground and ready to grow our new front lawn. And over here, we can actually add in some bushes and whatever else. Maybe the road thing here. I did a little extra just to make sure we cover some areas. We can always paint over it. Again, we can't paint grass. I wish Giants would have it so you could paint like low-cut grass. But it's not there, so it is what it is. But it's done. The job is done. Alright, so what we need to do we're gonna get to cutting that barley. Get our trailer all set up here. We'll get her filled. We'll be able to dump this into our shed in a corner. I don't know how much we're gonna need. Probably not a whole lot. But I think we're getting close on that. I guess we got enough water there yet. I just got it in the middle of the road, but we're not expecting visitors, so we should be alright. Just put this right here, I think, for now. And we'll fire up the beast. And we get to cut our... This will be our first cut on this field. So it's kind of exciting. And I believe we'll take a look at the stats before we get started. And I think we should have a decent harvest. I guess it wasn't fertilized because we didn't have that. Oh, it does say it was fertilized. Interesting. That's right, it did show it on the map. That was weird. Because we didn't cut this yet. This is our first harvest. So we wouldn't have been able to swath it. Alright, here we go. Fired up. This might take us a little bit of time to get around here. So this is becoming a bit of a problem. It's a little bit worse on the other side, but trying to get up these hills with this... I suppose the front's probably digging into the ground on our field here. So it might take a little longer than expected to get this harvested. I wanted to check too if the... Now we're going to start taking off. If the fertilization is coming through, since we got that mod on, when we do swath like this, or non-swath drop, shredded, we get a fertilization state, which is very nice. So we don't have to worry about fertilizer. Let's take a look at... Yeah, look at that. Nice and fertilized. It's actually even the dark blue. It looks like it was dark blue before we even harvested, too. Alright, so we'll bring this around, and then I think we'll feed the chickens. They gotta get topped up first. They desperately need it. Let's get our pipe out. I don't think they'll take... They'll probably take, what, 750? If I had to guess, I think. Ooh, that's noisy. That's a noisy machine. They can start producing for us. I think that'll be a good money maker. We need to start making more money. We can upgrade our equipment. There we go. So what did we end up with? Yeah, 750. And then the rest, well, 750... We probably definitely won't need all of it in the shed to feed them, but we'll have a bunch stocked up. We can sell quite a bit of it too, I suppose, because we're going to need some to make some money off of that. Although, will it tell us when we sell it? We don't have storage. Let's see. Yeah, it's not showing up here, so we got to look manually. It's at the railroad silo north. And it looks like that'll be like around December. So we got a little while on that. March. It's not the lowest either, but we'll wait. Let's actually see how good that'll... It's actually almost full anyway, we're at 74%. We'll see how much that is in the corner of our shed. Like I said, we'll have to buy a bucket for the skid steer. But it should be kind of interesting to do it that way. I suppose eventually we will get a silo. But for now, I think it'd be kind of neat to try it this way. Try not to go through the walls. Alright, let's try a force unload here. There we go. I was like, did it disappear? Yeah, it's gonna take up a little bit in the corner. It went outside. No! Okay, well, we're gonna have to... We'll have to move forward more when we dump. It's fine. We'll get it to work. We'll just have to feed that stuff up first outside. Alright. Guess I'll crack on here. We'll see you in a few minutes. Actually didn't take too long. I mean, aside from it going slow up the hill here and here, it definitely struggles going up the hills. It's like it's trying to shift or something. Okay, so that wagon is full. I'm trying to figure out how much we want to actually keep on hand for our chickens. It would be nice not having to worry about them for a few years. Probably these 2 loads, the one we got there and here, I think will do us quite well. Probably last quite a while, actually. And then the stuff in the combine we can throw back in this trailer here and maybe just sell that. Trying to think of how big that bucket is that we're going to get for the skid steer. Let's see, we're going to want to make sure we pull further ahead, I think. We'll try that. There we go. Nice little pile. Back up just a little bit to make it bigger, maybe? Oh, it's going outside, probably. Forward it is. Not too bad. Like I said, we got a nice little pile here. We'll tackle, like I said, we'll get this stuff cleaned up first. If we got that skid steer attachment, yeah, it's just the one here. It holds 1,200, yeah, so we'll easily be able to fill the chicken coop with 1 bucket. We'll actually have to dump a little out. So I think this will last us quite a while. We'll put the other stuff in the wagon, leave it in the wagon, I think. And then wait for the time to sell that. So we can make a little bit more money. Let's see, this trigger's a little tricky. There we go. Won't be a full load, but it'll be something to make a few bucks on to hold us over. Almost feels like we should look at upgrading this combine right away, but we'll have to figure out our strategy going forward. Go any bigger, it's not going to be able to get parked here on the side either. This was designed for this harvester and this harvester only. We'd have to put the header somewhere else. I guess we could probably fit a new one here. We just have to put the header elsewhere. Yeah, so 13.50. I wonder if we should maybe just not even worry about selling that. Something to think about. Then we'll be good on chickens for quite a while for food. Should we do that? Seems like a lot to not get money for, but we're getting some money from the chickens. Now we won't have to worry about it. Let's take a look at the sales. Ooh! This is for sale! I was actually thinking about getting this for our lettuce. Yeah, it's kind of useless, like we don't really need it. But I think for realistic purposes, I would like to use it. Not many people use this. Refrigeration truck for product, you know? And we can start stacking them in there as we go. I think I want to get this. And it's on sale, so we're getting, you know, 67% off. So for like $4 grand, yeah, we only have 8. But it would regularly cost us 12. That would be way out of the question. So I think we'll do that. Let's purchase that. Some people are going to think, yeah, it's a waste of money, but I kind of want to do a realistic playthrough here. I don't know what to do about this grain yet. We'll just leave it in the trailer for now. We probably don't need that much for the chickens. There's so much sitting there. But we'll make that decision later, I think. We could probably get the stuff on the outside and dump it in the trailer and sell that. And just keep what's on the inside. That might not be a bad idea. Alright, let's head on down and grab our new trailer. I think it should be able to hook up to this. Yeah, it's got the ball hitch. Oop. And then we'll be able to keep that lettuce refrigerated. The only thing I wonder about is if we fill this up, if it's going to cause this truck to still pop a wheelie in the air. They'd have dual tandem wheels, maybe that'll help. They're actually up in the air. Let's see if we can configure this truck to a little bit lower center of gravity. I think we got a little high in the air. It's jacked. Okay, so we got wheel set up. So we can go just lower. Yeah, so if we switch the wheel brand to like Lizard or something. Let's go with the stainless. That should keep the trailer center of gravity a little bit lower so it's not popping in the air. That has become a problem for this playthrough. This truck doesn't look as aggressive without the off-road tires. But if it makes stuff ride better, I guess it is what it is. There we go. Well, actually it's still popping in the air a little bit, but it'll connect every once in a while, I guess. Otherwise we could look at selling this truck and getting a different pickup truck. Farm's looking bigger from the road. As we come in here, things are looking up. Let's see, where should we put this refrigeration unit? And that's another thing, I don't know if we should just like make a road for it here. Like right here maybe. And just keep a permanent spot for it. That's something we'll have to think about. Excellent! So I think what we'll do is we'll load that on the next episode. We're gonna have to get over here and get this all plowed up. Figure out what we want to put in here for next crop. I don't think we've scheduled anything yet. We got soybeans written down for our planned crop. We'd actually put soybeans in one. It's probably not a bad idea to do soybeans. Maybe we'll do another thing of soybeans over on this side, even though we have some in the back here. On the small field that we did on the previous episode. Got her all weeded. She's just growing right now. But we could probably go ahead and grab more. And get a big profit off of that. Because we do have enough chicken feed now, so we're good there. Alright, so we're going to leave it there for today's episode. And we'll see you on the next one.